First, let's start with a quick refresher on how to download the accept list from the ScoutIQ app. From the ScoutIQ scanning screen, tap Analytics. Use the drop-down on the right to pick your time frame. I'll choose last 7 days. Tap View Details to see your accepted scans. Then, tap Download CSV and choose how to save or share it. Cloud, email, Drive, whatever works. If you're using Google Drive, you may need to download and re-upload before opening. It's a quirk with Google Drive. Once your file's open, here's how to prep it. First, fix the quantities. Each item defaults to a quantity of 1. If you purchased multiples of the same item, go to the first instance scanned, update the quantity to match the total number of items you bought, and delete the extra rows. Otherwise, if you're just dealing with multiple scans of the same item, use Google's data cleanup feature to remove duplicates. Next, let's look at cost per unit. In this first update, the cost per unit defaults to 0 and will need to be entered manually. In future updates, we plan for the buy cost you enter at the time of purchase to automatically fill in here. For now, just type the price you paid for each item. If your thrift store uses a standard price like mine does, simply enter that price and drag it down to fill every row. Then add your supplier. Type the store name where you sourced the books, then drag that name down to fill in the rest of the rows. Repeat for each location. This will make cost tracking in Seller 365 much cleaner. Now, let's add condition. If you're uploading into InventoryLab, don't skip this step because blank conditions will default to new. You can change them later, but it's much faster to fill them in now. If everything's used very good or used good, type it in once and drag it down. We've linked an article below that includes the exact condition format IL expects. Once these steps are complete, your list is ready to import into InventoryLab as a buy list. Thanks for watching and happy scouting!